What's up, YouTube? If you're new here, my name is Lillian, and if you're not, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, but I'm back, and we'll start off this next wave of videos with this lovely comment. What tools, resources, or books have helped me learn and sharpen my animation skills? In all honesty, the only book I've read for animation has been the Animation Survival Guide book when I first took interest in animating. Since then, what has helped me sharpen my animation skills is watching the pros animate in real time. This made me more confident in my abilities because animating is time consuming. And seeing how it should go gave me a better idea of how I should be approaching it as well. There are several videos and live streams of professional animators animating live. I like to listen to their commentary to understand how they think when they animate, and I started to apply that for when I animate. In addition to that, breaking down animations. That basically means I'll record a cartoon, GIF, or TV clip and then go frame by frame looking at movements that have piqued my interest. The goal is to understand the significance of a subtle movement or the motion of a dynamic movement and things like that. I'll literally record it on my phone, pause the video, and go frame by frame scrolling through the video and just understanding the movement that, that I would like to capture myself. That brings me to the next thing. Nothing has helped me more than practice itself. It took me some time to really let loose with my drawing so that I could put most of my focus on timing and spacing, and ultimately capturing the essence of what it is I'm drawing. You can start with a stick figure, a ball, or even a floating dot just to see the movement being brought to life, and then you can add elements from there. You don't have to be the best artist to be a great animator, but what has helped me is practicing the basics, so much so that without a reference, I can do a character turnaround and position body parts in any way in the 3D space. Pen mileage comes with the territory of being an animator, or what they call a good draftsman. So even when you are not animating, drawing poses and mastering that skill goes a long way. One of the best tips that I'll probably never leave out when being asked about what helps me improve my animation. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Warm up with at least 10 key poses before jumping in. Although sometimes I'm so eager to get going, I'll just do a few. But warming up with drawing poses or 3D shapes or whatever it is you feel you need to improve on, whether it's a body part or a prop, is so important when it comes to how your drawing session will be. It gets your creative juices flowing and just gets me in the zone just enough to really lock in. When you want to improve your skills quickly, timed poses are helpful because they force you to keep things rough and it challenges you to capture the essence. But currently, I'll just go to Pinterest or even scroll on Instagram, see an interesting pose, and sketch it out. Not to perfection, but just enough that if someone were passing by and happened to glance over my shoulder, they'd be able to make out my intentions. Also, don't be afraid to challenge yourself, especially with perspective. At first, it will look ugly, but that's a part of the growing process, and at this point, you likely know that. And if it is, or even if you think you may have nailed it, do as the pros do and screenshot the reference image, bring down the opacity, and compare the sketch to the reference image. Like, throw it right on top. Identify where you can improve and the things you did just right. Then try again with those corrections in mind. You are training your eye to know what to do next time. This is helpful, especially when you start to reference animation frames and have to nail tricky keyframes or in-betweens. These tips are building blocks that will help you improve your skills as an animator. Those are the most important tips I can think of at this point in my animation journey. If I had to add any more, I'd say imagine movements in your head, do movements yourself, make sure you can also draw reference from real life as well. Start simple with quick movements because they use less frames and usually look cooler. Look at simple animation styles like Teen Titans Go as opposed to something like Avatar, but like also look at Avatar, you know? Find a style that looks like yours or the one you aspire to have and draw reference from those shows often. If you want me to check out your animations to share a few tips, DM me on Instagram or something. Get in touch one way or another, and I will do my best to share any advice I have or can. I am forever learning, enjoying the process, and improving my crafts. Lastly, find out who your favorite animator is. That was also helpful for me. Looking at a show, thinking, wow, that's nice. Looking at the credits and looking at more of a particular professional's animation style, because that's a thing. And just have a healthy obsession with your craft. Anything you invest enough time into will leave you no choice but to improve at it. Wishing you all the time and opportunity to be a better you. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, yada yada. Have a good one. Oh, yeah, and of course, know the 12 principles of animation like the back of your hand.